Today in the news, we got overheating memory, an oversized phone, and an overpopulated library of games. What's up guys, I'm Snows, and this is your boot sequence. If you're subscribed to the r/Nvidia subreddit, you might have encountered a few posts where RTX 2080 Ti owners complain about their cards failing. This issue seems to be affecting the 2080 Ti Founders Edition. Some are experiencing system lock after a few days with the new card, while some have the card fail completely. Some even experience crazy artifacting with non-reference models. Tom's Hardware Germany investigated and thinks that the issue is likely with the memory overheating. They took some thermal imaging of the PCB from the backside and noticed that the 6th and 7th memory modules were getting extremely hot, around 85 degrees Celsius. This is on the backside of the PCB, meaning that the chip itself could be considerably hotter. With Micron's GDDR6 rated at a safe operating temperature of 95 degrees Celsius, this could be the reason these cards are failing so early. Nvidia responded with a typical "don't worry" response. The company told Tom's Hardware that it's not an increasing number of users that are experiencing this issue, and that they are working with each user individually to resolve the problem. With RMAs that could take up to 31 business days, early adopters with the problem are probably not very happy right now. Moving on, a display maker called Royale, I'm not sure, beat Samsung and LG to the punch. While we have seen demos of flexible phones in the past, this is the first model to enter market. The Royale Flex Pi has a Snapdragon 8150, which is odd since even Qualcomm hasn't announced it yet. It's faster than the 845 currently on most flagships. The Flex Pi comes with 6 or 8 gigabytes of RAM and from 128 to 512 gigabytes of storage. In tablet mode, the screen is 7 inches big, and in phone mode, it's around 4.3. I've gotta say, the phone kinda looks weird and bulky as hell. The screen is obviously going to be made of some sort of plastic, which means it's going to be Scratch City. The software clearly needs some work. I mean, look at what they had during a demo, and the pricing, well, it's not cheap. It starts at around $1,300 US. Not to worry though, this thing is probably not going to be available outside of China. Looking at this first device, I truly hope that Samsung has something sleeker and thinner once folded in mind, kind of like the Axon M, but without the separation on the screen. In gaming, the Undertale Twitter account announced deltarune yesterday. Wait, I just realized it's actually an anagram for Undertale. Clever. Anyways, the game is a spin-off from Undertale and it's quite good. I played around 80 minutes so far and I think that I'll finish it over the weekend. You should try it out. It's free. Link down below to download it. Little update, you gotta be careful if you want to uninstall it. Apparently, the uninstaller will delete the entire directory that it's in, so if you install it, place it in an isolated folder. Speaking of PC games, Proton, the software layer that Valve released to play Windows-only games on Linux, now has over 2,700 games compatible with it. It's impressive considering that it was only released 2 months ago and that the number just keeps growing like crazy. Just 2 days ago, the number was around 2,600 games. Performance-wise, Proton is faster than Wine and the XVK, but is still shy of pure Windows performance. Also in gaming, we got a Nintendo Direct yesterday with more info on Super Smash Ultimate. A lot of things have been talked about, but here is what caught my eye. First, the online mode looks pretty good. You can set preferences like stock and time to play matches that you'll actually enjoy. We got a sneak peek of the story mode, and I've gotta say it looks like characters won't feel so good. And lastly, we got some new characters as usual. Ken from Street Fighter comes in as an echo character to Ryu with some differences in speed and moveset. The Pokemon Incineroar joins as a character with some wrestling style moveset. They confirmed we will have some DLC content with a minimum of 5 characters and stages up to the end of 2020. If you pre-order the game, you will also have access to Piranha Plant for free as a fighter once it is released in a few months. They also talked about other interesting new mechanics, so I suggest you go and take a look at the full Direct yourself. Link down below as always. Alright, that's pretty much it for the news, guys. Don't forget to check out Deltarune. It's a good game. I'd give you a fun time. Leave a like if you liked today's episode. You can click right here to see the latest video and right here to subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay frosty, and I'll see you on the next video. Alright? So see you on the next one. That's Monday.